2019 walkthrough right before takedown. Daylight picture. And do a few minute video of the props, how I set them up, what we're looking at. The wind last night was ripping really good. As you can see, one of the controller boxes hanging. But besides that, all year I haven't had a problem. All right, power supplies, F4 expansion board, power distro boards, F48. There's the hole through the house in the garage. This stays up year round. I got my chalkboard paint with all my outputs in the garage. There's the laptop that runs the show. Maybe Falcon Pi player next year, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. All the props, future props not used this year. Everything still getting ready to be packed away. So we'll start on the left side of the house here. We got our 60 pixel stakes, Holiday Coro, all coming off of one channel. I have 3 channels for my pixel tree. It's only 7 feet, so just under 800 pixels. So it's not technically a mega tree, depending on who you talk to. So 16, 16, and then the star is 3 channels. The base, I actually concreted some cinder blocks in. Just pull the pin, slide it out. You can see the base, because it's off the ground, is just plywood. And everything's measured out nice and good. Some weight in there keeps the strings tight. It does take a week in the sun to straighten them out afterwards. Another output, my Goodwill arches. These actually came with incandescent lights. You can see I tacked them to a 2x4, offset them. Learned about null pixels in between, which is much easier. 5 null pixels. I'm not going to go broke with that compared to the soldering or extending. This year we added the 2 Boscoyos to the door, and of course the pillars. The Boscoyo matrix strips, 8 feet long, 6 feet long, cut in half, put on PVC, and then just put an H on it, split it, 290s. Most everything is just modular. Comes up, comes down, stays together. I have the room to store it. Here is the first controller. Nothing too pretty. It works, and of course the power supply is underneath. Stepping up here, taking a look. Also the 10 watt floods. And you can see the design for the icicles. That male sleeve is screwed in to the house. And of course I have to do the 3-way there so I can offset it from the gutters. All I have to do is pull these off, and they break down in 10-foot sections. So you pop that one off, and the third one. Here's the output from the garage that all my wires come up to, and you can see it's nice and hidden. And then they're distributed around the house that way. Better look at the kind of the standoff for those. This year I did add a P5. I'm not that good with plexiglass, as you can see here, but I did waterproof it. I was really impressed by the density of it. I do have, 20 to 30 pixels that are bad. And you can kind of see, it looks like there's a section bowing right there compared to the other ones. So I'm gonna have to open it up, see what's going on. The 2-2 sign, 7x21. I will probably make the P5 the 2-2 next year, get rid of this, and then the P5 is going to be doubled. Right now it is 2x3, and I'm probably gonna go 4x4. Get a little bit more out of it. You can see the other controller that sit under the matrix between the two windows. The wind was so horrible last night, but I still got a few outputs there. This is all getting cleaned up today. That's why I'm making the video. The addition this year was the small arches, but the strips I've been using for 4 years, this was the only one that survived, so I got to do new strips this year. So I'll have double arches next year on this side. The biggest new addition this year was the snowflake fall or waterfall or snowflake whatever. I don't have a lot of real estate, so what I did on this, I'm trying to get some good pictures. I put the bar stool standoffs in, and then put the threaded pipe, and then depending on, I had 3 different sizes with the threaded pipe. So of course long, medium, small, medium, long, medium, small, and the ladder goes right up there, which is pretty easy, and then everything comes down to my third box, which is hiding right behind here. And you can see I got, of course, power distro, 2 boards if I need it. That powers the arches and the snowflakes, and of course it's all tied in. All 18 gauge wire this year from the boards. No power injection at all, don't need it with the wire runs. Next year's plans, I'm probably going to take the 12-inch snowflakes and change them to probably the 16 or 24, make those bigger. I will probably take those snowflakes and replace them with the stars on the garage. Here, the 6 stars I have, those were the stars that went to the top of the Boscoyo small 180s. Last year I had stuff on my roof. This year, of course, in Colorado, we had a crazy end of November with snow, but you can see the 4-foot Bronco head, and I have all my attachments on the roof. That's where the 180 should go, staggered across the front, and then the 4-foot, 5-foot Bronco head attaches there. So those 180s will probably also be replaced with the Boscoyo 24-inch flakes. So I'll do 7 flakes vertical, staggered, with the Bronco head up top again next year, and hopefully change this 16 string 7-foot pixel tree to at least 10 to 12 feet, get it up and going, get it a lot higher, redo the base in there, and see what we can do. But 2019 is now over. Great show. 54 minutes of songs. Great layout. Take me probably, I don't know, 8 hours total to take all this down. I'm not going to work too hard on it today, but wrap it up. Westminster Family Light Show on Facebook, and we will see you guys next year.